always sit across from me in the quiet library. Headphones on, sleeves rolled up, lost inside your chemistry. There's something about the way you look, so focused, calm and kind, like you don't even know you're running through my mind. You're not the loudest in the room, you don't try to shine, but somehow when you smile, it feels like it's from mine. And I don't know what this is, but it feels brand new, like every little heartbeat leads me back to you. I've never wanted someone to notice me this way. You're just a simple boy on campus, but you brighten every day. You offered me your notes last week when mine were incomplete. You said it's nothing really, with that half smile so sweet. I walked home replaying every word you said, like somehow simple kindness turned my world ahead. I've never been the kind of girl to fall this fast or deep, but now I'm writing your name where I should be asleep. Maybe it's the way you care, without trying to impress. And I don't know what this is, but it feels so real, like the quiet kind of magic you don't have to reveal. You don't drive a fancy car or try to be someone new. You're just yourself, and somehow that's what makes me fall for you. If someday we sit closer and our shoulders slightly touch, I think my heart would forget how to act so tough. I don't need a movie scene or roses in the rain. Just walk with me after class and say my name again. I don't know what this is, but I hope it stays like sunlight through the windows on ordinary days. If this is how first love begins, I'm glad it started here, with a simple boy in college and a girl who's never felt this clear. Library silence, but my heart is loud. I used to think you were just another face in class, sitting by the window, letting quiet moments pass. You tuck your hair behind your ears when you thought no one could see. I never meant to notice, but you kept noticing me. You laugh a little softer when our eyes collide, and somehow I started waiting for you by my side. And I don't know when it happened or how it slipped in slow, but lately when you're not around, you're all I seem to know. I think it's you, the reason I stay longer after class, the reason coffee tastes better when the two of us can laugh. I didn't plan on falling, it just felt right and true. I didn't mean to look for love, but I think it's you. You always act so normal, like you don't feel a thing, but your fingers start to tremble when our hands almost touch in spring. You offered me your notes once with that nervous little grin, and that's the moment something quietly began within. Now I catch myself searching every room just to see your smile walking too soon. Yeah, I think it's you, the reason my heart changed pace, the reason ordinary days feel like a better place. I never believed in timing or love that starts this smooth, but I didn't mean to fall this way, and I think it's you. So maybe after class today we don't just say goodbye. Maybe we walk a little slower under evening skies. Maybe I'll finally tell you what I've been meaning to, that every time I look your way, I hope you're looking too. I think it's you, the one I didn't expect, the one who turned my quiet days into something perfect. I don't need a grand romance or fireworks in view. I just need to know if you think it's me too. So maybe after class it's just me and you. You held the door when I was late, smiled like it was fate, said you're fine, don't worry, when I couldn't think straight. You lent your jacket once when the lecture hall was cold. You didn't make it awkward, you just let it fold around my shaking shoulders like you'd done it all before. But somehow my heart was racing more and more. You stayed after class to explain a chapter I didn't get, drew little stars beside the lines so I wouldn't forget. You don't speak in poetry or try to impress, but there's something in your kindness that makes my chest feel pressed. It's in the smallest ways you make me feel this way, not with grand confessions, but what you do and say. You don't even know it, how deeply it moves. You think you're just being helpful, but I run for you, for you. I've never felt this nervous, just hearing someone's name. Never smiled this foolish at something so plain. You don't need spotlight or some dramatic view. You just show up quietly, and somehow that's new. Maybe first love isn't loud, maybe it's this soft. It's in the smallest ways you steady every fear, turning ordinary moments into something dear. I don't need a fairy tale or skies of endless blue. You just keep being gentle, and I'll keep falling for you. If someday you look at me and see what I didn't have to wait for me outside the lab that day. I told you I'd be fine alone, but you still chose to stay. You didn't have to carry my bag across the yard. You said it's really nothing, like it wasn't hard. You always say it's no big deal, like kindness is your style. But every little thing you do stays with me a while. You didn't have to, but you always do. And I don't know what to call this, but it feels like something new. You're not trying to impress me, you're just being you. And maybe that's the reason I'm falling for you. You fixed my presentation slide when it wouldn't load. Sat beside me quietly, lightening my overload. You never tease or show off, you never cross the line. You just show up steady, right on time. And now my friends keep smiling every time you pass. They say I look different since you walked in a class. You didn't have to make my world this bright with simple acts of kindness on ordinary nights. You don't write love letters or say what lovers do, but you don't have to, I can feel it too. If this is what first love feels like, it's gentle, it's true. It's not a loud explosion, it's just you. You didn't have to steal my heart this way, just by being patient every single day. You think you're just a good guy, helping like you do, but you didn't have to, and now I'm stuck on you. You didn't have to, but I'm glad you do. When you walk in, the room feels different, like sunlight finding a place it belongs. You don't even notice the way I freeze, trying to act normal, like this is easy. You sit 2 chairs away, but it feels too close. I forget the lecture, forget my notes. Your voice is steady, low and calm, and somehow it wraps around my heart. When you walk in, my world slows down. Every ordinary moment feels like it's profound. I've never felt this kind of spark, so soft, so new. You don't try to be a hero, but somehow you do. You hold the door, you wait your turn, you listen more than you speak in return. There's something gentle in the way you stand, like you'd never break what you hold in your hands. When you walk in, I lose my ground. Butterflies everywhere without a sound. I've never been the kind to fall so soon, but here I am, falling for you. You fall and they look at me the way I look at you. I don't think my heart would know what to do. I don't need promises or grand romance. Just maybe sit beside me and give this love a chance. When you walk in, the whole world shines, like maybe this first love was waiting for its time. You're just a simple boy with honest eyes so blue, and I think my heart just found you. When you walk in, I fall again. It's probably nothing, the way I fix my hair every time I see you sitting in that chair. It's probably nothing, the way I change my route just to accidentally walk the same way out. You helped me find my ID when I thought it was gone. Stay 10 minutes longer, though your friends had moved on. It's probably nothing, the way my stomach flips when you say you okay with that half-curved grin on your lips. It's probably nothing that I replay your voice like it's my favorite song, like I don't have a choice. You carry my project board across the campus lawn. Said it's kinda heavy, but you kept holding on. It's probably nothing, just a little crush, just my heart reacting every time you touch. It's probably nothing, just coincidence, that every time you help me, my world makes sense. You lend me your umbrella when the sky turns gray. Walk close enough beside me, but never too much you stay. You never try beautiful ways are slowly crossing mine. Maybe it's not dramatic, maybe it's not loud, but every quiet kindness is pulling me somehow. It's probably nothing that I smile alone, scrolling through our messages long after you're gone. It's probably nothing, just a passing view. But if it's really nothing, why does it feel like you? Or fireworks above. Maybe it's just someone who shows up with enough, not to rescue the whole world, not to make a scene, just to stand beside you and make you feel seen. It's probably something more than I admit, more than nervous laughter or overthinking it. You don't even know what your small acts do. It's probably nothing, but I think I'm falling for you. Probably nothing. You always leave right after class, head down walking fast, like you got somewhere else to be, far from me. I gather up my scattered notes, pretend I'm not that close, but somehow we end up side by side at the door. You say, hey, how'd you do? Like it's nothing new, but I replay those two small words the whole afternoon. Maybe we could get coffee after class, talk about nothing, let the moment pass. I don't need fireworks in the sky, just your shy smile and your quiet replies. You don't even know what you do to me. You're just a simple boy on campus, but you feel like destiny. You wear that faded denim jacket like you've had it for years. You laugh a little softer when you're hiding nerves or fears. You help the freshman find her room. You carry someone's books. You don't try to impress, but you've got that look, the kind that makes my heart forget its steady pace, the kind that makes a normal day feel like a better place. Maybe it's too early to call this love, but something's growing quietly, and it's enough. Maybe class. Maybe this feeling might finally last. I don't need a fairy tale or some big romantic scene. You're just a simple boy on campus, and you're my first everything. Coffee after class, that's all I ask. First time was in September. I dropped my books in the rain. You knelt down without a word, helped me gather them again. You said it happens all the time, like it was no big deal. But my hands were shaking more than they should feel. You walked me to the hallway, made sure I was okay. Somehow that small moment never really went away. You always show up when I need you most, like you're some quiet miracle no one else would notice. You don't try to be a hero, you just do what you do. But every time you save me, I fall a little more for you. The second time was finals week. My laptop wouldn't start. I almost cried right there, panic in my heart. You sat beside me patiently, said let's figure this out. And somehow your calm voice silenced all my doubt. Stayed until it worked again, even missed your bus, and said it's really nothing, but it meant the world to us. Maybe love isn't fireworks or some grand design. Maybe it's just someone steady, showing up on time. You always show up in the simplest ways, holding doors and holding space on my hardest days. You don't even see it, the way my heartbeat moves. You think you're just being kind, but I'm falling for you. Your first love feels like safety, wrapped in gentle hands. And maybe I've already found the best kind of man. I don't need dramatic scenes or roses in the hall. You just kneel down in the rain, and somehow that's it all. You always show up, and maybe that's enough. Not with shining armor, just steady, quiet love. You don't have to promise or try to prove it true. You just keep being you, and I'll keep falling for you. You always show up. So does my heart. There's something in the way you say my name, so calm, like it belongs somewhere safe inside your palm. You helped me find my classroom on my very first week. I was lost and overwhelmed, too nervous to speak. You walked beside me slowly, pointing out the signs. And somehow in that moment, our steps fell into line. I didn't know a simple kindness could feel like this. Somewhere between us and the sky, my heart began to change in quiet little moments that didn't feel that strange. You never tried to save me or promise something new, but in your steady presence I found myself with you. You stayed late after lecture, explaining what I missed, drawing careful diagrams with that focused twist. Your voice was soft and patient, never made me small. You never made me feel like I was lost at all. And now when I see you laughing across the campus lawn, my heart feels like it's whispering, please don't ever be gone. Somewhere between us and the sky, this feeling learned to grow, not from dramatic stories, but from the things you show. You don't shine the brightest, you don't demand the view, but somehow in the quiet, my world feels bright with you. If someday you look closer and see what I can't hide, I hope you won't step backward, I hope you'll stay beside. I don't need a fairy tale or some grand design, just your steady footsteps falling next to mine. it started. You sit in the third row window seat, sunlight falling at your feet. Messy hair, worn out shoes, blue shirt like the sky in June. You don't even try too hard, you just laugh and guard your heart. Talking about some random things, like you don't know it makes mine spin. I've never been this nervous before. Walking past your classroom door, why does my heart beat sound so loud whenever you're around? Is this what first love feels like? Blushing every time you smile, for no reason at all. I lose track of time when you look my way. The world goes quiet and sweet. You're just a simple boy in college, but you're everything to me. Carry books against your chest like you're holding something precious. You help that girl pick up a pen and say it's fine like a gentleman. You don't know I memorize the way your eyebrows slightly rise when you're focused, when you think, when you pause before you speak. I pretend I'm not watching you, but I always do. Is this what first love feels like? Smiling at my phone alone, replaying every little word like it's written in stone. When you say my name, I forget what to say next. You're just a simple boy in college, but you're my favorite text. Maybe I'm just overthinking, maybe it's too soon, but every time you pass me by, it feels like April in June. I don't need a grand romance or fireworks above. Just maybe sit beside me and let this be my first love. Maybe this is first love, shy and incomplete, butterflies and trembling hands. Every time we meet, you don't have to be perfect or someone from a dream. You're just a simple boy in college, and you're everything to me. Third row, window seat, and my heart skips quietly.